drivers, is it possible you could benefit from just one secret that's going to keep you from being poor when you're out doing food delivery on Uber Eats? This secret, it's good for any experience level as well. Naturally, a newer driver, you're going to see how you're going to benefit. But even a driver with experience, immediately you're going to see the benefit. And I do want to let you know, I have information I'll share with you on how to be profitable doing food delivery and grocery shopping on Uber Eats and other apps like it, to include DoorDash, Grubhub, Instacart, and on. But more on that in a little bit. Here's the secret to never going broke when you're serving customers as a professional Uber Eats driver. Are you ready? Have a plan. Oh, come on. What is a plan? What kind of plan are we talking about here? I'll tell you what, it seldom changes. You know why this is important? It's not an affirmation or fill your mind with happy thoughts. No. What you need to realize is that Uber Eats is going to manipulate you in a variety of ways, some that you'll easily see coming and some you won't. And what they're trying to do is make you think you do not have control over the work you do. And that is just not the case. Momentarily, we're going to set up this plan together, and that's going to keep you firmly in control. And that way, when the offer comes up, you're not going to get confused or manipulated or tricked. You're already going to know, here's the criteria for how I do food delivery. And then guaranteed you will never go out of business because you're going to make wise decisions. And then after that, I'm going to share how to even be profitable, and you can see the value in that. So let's get started. Here's the very first part of this plan. When you see an offer, you will not ever take anything that's less than $1 per mile. And this is pretty easy to figure out. Anytime that offer comes in, let's say it's $10, and again, you don't care where the money's coming from, $10, 5 miles. You divide the pay by the miles. That's $2 per mile. Take that. If you start seeing something around $1 per mile and less, never, ever take it, no matter what. This is key because we are independent contractors and you are responsible for your car. Anytime you get below $1, then you are going to go out of business. And that's clearly the opposite of what you want to do. So stay far above $1 per mile. If you don't take this advice, here's what's going to happen. Eventually, you are going to run out of money to fix your car. Now, if you're wise, let's say you have a paid off, older, reliable car, then you're not going to care as much because it's going to take much longer for you to go out of business driving that car. And obviously you can see, let's say you have a high performance sports car, then clearly you're going to go out of business much sooner because it's going to break and be very expensive to fix. When you're taking $1 and under per mile, you're not going to have the money to fix your car. And you may wonder, how do I know this? The IRS is really good at knowing how much on average it takes to operate your car. For 2026, it's almost 73 cents per mile. This includes everything. This includes your insurance, your fuel, your tires, your maintenance, obviously preventative maintenance as well as repairs. So on average, 73 cents, guaranteed you'll lose money. That's why I say stay well above $1. Obviously, anything above that is great. The second part of this secret as part of your plan is never, ever, ever take any order under $5 total. And you may wonder, why? How do I know? It's impossible to do many back-to-back orders. So if you're taking $5 orders, at least you're going to make some money. Anything under that, guaranteed you are going to go out of business. And there is one exception, but I'm not going to talk about that here. That would fit under being more profitable. So if you can set this hard and fast rule, nothing under $5 ever, this is going to keep you from going out of business. And in case you didn't know, Uber Eats, they definitely have orders that they're going to give you for base pay under $5. And drivers have reported in comments on my videos, they've even seen $1.50. That is so shameful of Uber Eats to do this. Never ever trust them and don't believe them. Stay well above $5 an order. So if you think that you're getting paid for delivering food and that's coming to you as cash from outside for the work you're doing, what you're actually receiving is money out of your car. You don't know how long your car is going to last, but all those paychecks are coming out of the life expectancy of your car. So if you follow these two things, dollar per mile, you're going to minimize miles on your car, and minimum $5 per order or higher. This is going to keep you from going broke. And earlier, I already mentioned about having a reliable car. That is key. If you have an older, reliable, paid-off car, you can go much longer before you're going to have repairs compared to having some high-performance, big-engine car. You're going to pay a lot in gas, and when it breaks, you're not going to have the money to fix it. So sticking to those two things is going to help you. But wait, there's more. The third thing, this is the last secret part of your plan to set you up for success. You need to have a strong mindset. And no, I'm not talking about emptying our minds and thinking of nothing. No, we are human beings. We use our brains and we're intelligent. So you want to fill your mind with information that's going to keep you making wise business decisions, especially under stress. You may not have experienced this yet, but when you're having multiple orders come in and the sounds are going off and you're in traffic, you're driving, you need to have your plan solidified in your mind so you can make wise business decisions instantly. And with practice, it does get easier. So when you have this structure, this plan, again, now you see why it seldom changes, because I will never, ever go under $1 per mile or take anything under $5. Keep your mind strong. And what this is going to do is keep you from second guessing, maybe UberEats knows better than me. Maybe they have some high paying orders, some secret things that they want to share with me later when I do a bunch of low paying orders. No. Here's a final consideration. To be at the top of your game, to have that strong mindset, just get enough rest, be well rested, and eat some food, and be drinking water throughout the day. This is going to keep you at peak efficiency, able to handle stress, and you are going to experience stress between those orders coming in, driving on the road in traffic, and then dealing with customers. You do not want to lose your cool, get angry, and make rash decisions. You always want to be very calm and kind and helpful to all the customers. Now, earlier I mentioned this video is talking about not going broke. Earlier I mentioned, wouldn't you like to know how to be profitable? Clearly, I think you see the value in that because you can make a lot more money than the minimum. So I have good news for you. I've made a video teaching you how to deliver food safely and profitably. And incidentally, I made it by the ocean. So enjoy that and watch that video next, and I'll see you there.